Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly stream where we look at different English language exam papers. I hope you can see and hear me well. Please feel free to use the chat if you're watching this, and you can also leave comments in the comment section when this video is published after the stream. So, my name is Kate Bowes and I'm a professional tutor of English as a foreign language, and I specialize in British English. I give English lessons online and I can help you to prepare for any English exam you need. So please feel free to message me, to contact me if you want English lessons with me. And you can also follow me on social media, on Facebook, Instagram and Telegram. So let's get started. Today we are looking at a Trinity College London ISE I exam. So this exam is a B1 level exam, and it's one of the exams that you might want to take when you apply for a visa to stay in the UK. For certain types of visas, you may want to take this B1 exam. So in this exam you have actually two papers, well, two parts, let's say. One of them is an actual paper where you will need to write. The other part is where you interact with an examiner, when you need to listen and to speak. So here we have the one of the sample papers, sample paper 1. I downloaded it from the Trinity College London website. You can also find it there and have a look at it yourself. And in fact, I recommend that you do this before watching the streams. Download the exam paper and try and go through the questions yourself first before you hear my explanations. But in this video we are going to look through this paper together, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to work with the different types of tasks. So it's called Integrated Skills in English. It means that it's not just one skill, it's actually reading and writing. Reading and writing exam. So you do reading and writing in the same paper, which is not always like this. There are other exams that don't do integrated skills. Maybe they have a reading paper and then a writing paper. In this exam it's all in one paper. And we are going to start looking at task 1. There are 4 tasks in this paper. And well, in this stream we will only look at task 1, and maybe we'll look at task 2 next week. So task 1, what does it look like? In task 1 you have a text divided into paragraphs. You can see paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, 4 and 5. Yeah, you can see it here, paragraph 1, 2, 3 and 5. So the topics will be different, the text will be different, but you always have these 5 paragraphs. And then you have on the next page, you have tasks, some questions. Yeah, well, it's task 1, you have questions for this task. And there are always 15 questions. So again, the topics will be different, but the format of the exam is always the same. Yeah, so questions 1 through 5, you need to look at the text first, of course, and then you have titles for the paragraphs. You need to match each title with each paragraph. Yeah, in questions 6 through 10, you need to choose which statements are true and which are not true or false. And in questions 11 through 15, you need to complete the sentences. So in these questions, you will actually need to write some words. Well, this is just an overview, just a quick look. Now let's look at these tasks closely. So questions 1 through 5. Before we do anything in any exam, in any paper, we first need to read the task and to understand what they want us to do in the task. So questions 1 through 5, I will read the task for you. The text on page 2 has 5 paragraphs, 1 through 5. We have already seen these paragraphs. So choose the best title for each paragraph from AF below. You can see here there are options, and you can count the options. So if we count the options, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 options. And how many paragraphs have we got? Well, we know that we've got 5 paragraphs in the text, and if you look at the actual text here, you also see there are 5 paragraphs, but 6 titles. So 1 title, you don't need it. You don't use one of the titles. You can see it in the task. Yeah, there is 1 title you don't need. This is very important. So one of them is a trick. It's just there to distract you. You don't need to use it. So you need to choose 5 of these titles and match them with the paragraphs. So actually it's good if you can read the paragraphs before we work through them together. If you watch this as a recording, you can pause the video. If not, well, in the future, try to read through the tasks before you go and join the stream. But well, let's read through them together. So paragraph 1. I will just read it for you. Sleep is essential for human life. We can actually live longer without food than without sleep. Most people spend about a third of their life sleeping. That means during our life we will spend about 25 years asleep. While the average person sleeps about 7 hours at night, some people can manage with as little as 4 hours. We don't all need the same amount of sleep. So to choose the right title for this paragraph, we need to think, what is this paragraph about? What is the main idea of this paragraph? Well, it tells us about sleep in human life and, well, how much we sleep. Actually, if you look at actually, where do I change the color here? All right, I see. So if we look at the words here, we can see things like most people spend a third of their life sleeping. The average person sleeps about 7 hours at night. 25 years asleep. So it's all about numbers of how much we sleep, right? So basically the main idea of this paragraph is how much we sleep. And if we now look at the titles, well, which title looks the closest to this idea? In fact, we do have a title that says exactly that, how much we sleep. So I think that's a good title for this paragraph. Yeah, let's check that we are correct. The reason we dream, there's nothing about dreaming at all in this paragraph. Yeah, changes in sleep routine. It doesn't tell us anything about any changes. Yeah, sleep and learning, no information about learning. Different types of sleep. We don't talk about types, we just talk about the time that we sleep, yeah? And good health, again, we don't talk about good health. So option D is actually the best one here. So we can put this down. So paragraph 1, we want to choose D here. Now let's look at paragraph 2 and do the same thing. So as you read, try to think, what is this paragraph about? What's the main idea here? So what happens when we are asleep? There are 5 stages in a cycle of sleep. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and we often repeat this cycle 5 times a night. In the first 2 stages, we fall into a light sleep. In stages 3 and 4, we are in deep sleep, and our heart rate and breathing slows down. In stage 5, our brain becomes active and our eyes move around quickly. This stage of sleep is called REM, which stands for Rapid Eye Movement. It is during REM sleep that we do all our dreaming. So here you meet some terms, but it's explained to you. Yeah, REM, Rapid Eye Movement. So what was the main idea? Even if you maybe don't know all of the words, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to know all the words in the text to pass this exam. From what you know, from what you understand from this text, what's the main idea? Well, have a think about it. So, my answer to this question is, it's about the stages of sleeping, right? So, there are 5 stages. Still getting used to this tablet. There are 5 stages in a cycle of sleep, and then this paragraph tells us about each stage. Yeah, the first 2 stages, then the stages 3 and 4, and stage 5, the REM stage. Yeah. So I would summarize it as this paragraph is about stages of sleep. Now let's have a look at the titles they give us. So, the reason we dream. We don't really talk about the reason we dream. We do talk about dreaming here, but they don't give us the reason. They just tell us that the stage of sleep where we dream is called REM, yeah, and also it's not the main topic of this paragraph. We also talk about other stages of sleep, so the reason we dream doesn't work here. Changes in sleep routine. Well, we don't talk about changes, well, a sleep routine is, well, how many hours a day you usually sleep, yeah, and changes in sleep routine would be something like last week we slept this much and then next week we sleep a different amount of time. So it's not a change in sleep routine, it's a changes during the cycle of sleeping. Yeah, sleeping and learning, no, nothing about learning. Different types of sleep. Now this one looks better. Yeah, so different stages, we could say that it's different types of sleep. And finally, sleep and good health again doesn't work, so I like this option, different types of sleep. Yeah, we can see that these stages are very, very different. Light sleep, deep sleep, rapid eye movement when we dream. So it's different types of sleep. So let's put E here. So paragraph 2, we want to choose answer E. Next, again, paragraph 3, we read through it and decide what the main idea is. So we all know that sleep is good for us, but what are the benefits? One benefit is that it helps us to resist illness. Without enough sleep, our body cannot fight off colds and the flu as easily. Your sleep pattern can also affect your diet. Researchers at the University of Chicago discovered that poor sleep increased a hormone in the body that makes us hungry. This means that people who sleep badly often eat more high-calorie foods and gain more weight. So, what's the main idea here? Again, this is the first question we want to ask ourselves before we even look at the options. Just think, well, what's the main idea? What is this paragraph about? So, here we have benefits. Yeah, benefits of sleep. And here we also have, how it affects you, how it affects your diet, how, people who sleep badly often eat more high-calorie foods. Yeah, it affects your diet. And there's also information about fighting off colds and the flu. Yeah, so without enough sleep, our body cannot fight off colds and the flu. So we need to sleep well to resist illness. Yeah. So basically, it's all about health, our health. Yeah, our other parts of our health. So sleep in itself is important so that we don't feel sleepy. Yeah, but also there are other benefits like resisting illness and having a better diet. So let's see which option is close to this. Something about health. In fact, I can see that it's option F. Yeah, option F. Oops. Sleep and good health. Yeah, sleep and good health. So again, if we look at the other options, the reason we dream, nothing about dreaming, nothing about changes in sleep routine, only changes in our diet and changing in resisting illness. Sleep and learning, nothing at all about learning. How much we sleep doesn't work. Yeah, it's even when you already decided that D is for paragraph 1 and D is for paragraph 2, it's a good idea to look at these options again for each paragraph. So how much we sleep doesn't work, and different types of sleep doesn't work. We don't talk about types of sleep, we talk about the connection of sleep and our health. So let's put letter F here. And we do this with paragraph 4 again. Sleep also plays a part in our performance at school and at work. A number of reports have shown that children who get a good night's sleep do better in school. Obviously, one reason for this is that if you're very tired, you cannot focus. However, there is another important reason. Scientists believe that sleep is important for our memory. While we are asleep, our brain deals with information we have learned and sleep helps strengthen our memories. So again, what's, in your own words, what is the topic of this paragraph? What is this paragraph about? Well, I would say that it's about our performance at school and work, how sleep affects our performance at school and work. Yeah, and then we have information that children do better at school if they sleep well. Yeah, and also information about sleep being important for our memory. Yeah, and strengthening our memories. So it's to do with what? If we look at the options, dreaming, again, no. Changes in sleep routine, no. Then we have the option sleep and learning. In fact, this option looks good to me. Yeah, because memories and doing good in school, that's to do with learning. That is what learning is all about. So it's sleep and learning. Then let's check the others, that they definitely are wrong. Yeah, how much we sleep, it's not about that. Different types of sleep, no. And good health doesn't work here. Yeah, so it's not about health in general, it's about learning, about our memories. So we choose option C here. And finally, paragraph 5. Let's do the same for paragraph 5. Another essential part of sleep to understand is our circadian rhythm or body clock. Again, you get a new term, but that's fine if you don't know this term. They always explain the terms in the text. So let me start again. Another essential part of sleep to understand is our circadian rhythm or body clock. This is our body's natural rhythm of sleep. Generally, our body clock tells us to sleep when it is dark and wake when it is light. However, studies now suggest that young people's body clocks change when they become teenagers. Some scientists believe that teenagers are not lazy, but biologically programmed to go to bed later and wake up later. So again, let's ask ourselves the question, what is the main topic here? So here we have the body clock, yeah, circadian rhythm or body clock. And also we have information about how it changes. When it's dark and when it's light, and also how it changes throughout our life. Yeah, young people's body clocks change when they become teenagers, so it's different for teenagers. So we have some changes here. And in fact, we do have an option like this, changes in sleep routine. So here we do have changes in sleep routine. When we become teenagers, our sleep routine changes. Yeah, according to scientists, we go to bed later and wake up later. And then it changes again when we become adults. So I like option B. And again, let's look at the others. The reason we dream, nothing like that at all. Learning, no. How much we sleep, no, not really. Different types of sleep. We don't really talk about types of sleep. Yeah, we talk about the changes. Sleep in good health, no. So we've done this task. So once again, we've got D. Yeah, we've got E. we've got F, C, and B. And the title, you remember there's one title that we don't need. So for us, this is title A. Yeah, we didn't use title A. So let's just check one more time that A does not work. The reason we dream. Do they tell us about why we dream in any of the texts? No. In fact, it's a trick, of course. They wanted you to use it maybe for paragraph number 2. Yeah, in number 2 they talk about dreaming a little bit. They say, let's see, they say over here about dreaming that during REM sleep we dream. However, they don't, well, not really good at drawing lines, am I? We don't talk about why it happens. They just tell us that it happens during the 5th stage we dream, and also it's not the main topic. So when we match, when we do tasks, when we answer questions 1 through 5, matching paragraphs with titles, it's very important to remember that a title of a paragraph is the topic, the general topic. What is the paragraph about? The whole paragraph. Not just one sentence in a paragraph, but the whole paragraph. And the whole paragraph is not about dreaming. It is about different types of sleep, different stages of sleep. So I'm happy with this. A is the title that we did not need, and we are not going to put it anywhere in our answers. So in your answer sheet you put D, E, F, C, B. Now let's look at the next part. Questions 6 through 10. Again, let's start by reading the task. We first need to understand what they want from us. Choose the 5 statements from AH below. We can see AH. Let me maybe use a different color for this one. So, oops, we don't want that. How do I do this? It should work now, right? Yeah. So these ones, statements A through H. So choose 5 of them, 5 statements that are true according to the information given in the text. And then write the letters of the true statements on the lines in any order. So 6 through 10, we need to write down true statements. So what is important to remember in this task? We only write down true statements. So if the statement is false or maybe not mentioned in the text, then we don't write about it. Then it's important to remember there are 5 of them. And let's look how many statements are there. If we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 statements. 5 of them are true. So how many do we not use? We use 5. 5 are true. So 3 statements are not true. We are not going to use 3 of these statements. That's very important. We know exactly how many true statements we need to find. And when we are done, we always need to check. And another important bit of information here. true according to the information given in the text. So sometimes you can just look at the statements and think, well, this looks like it's true. Yeah, everyone's need for sleep is different. Well, looks like it's true. I agree with it. But does the text agree with it? You want to see if the text agrees with it or not. So it's not your opinion about these statements. It's not when you think it's true or when you think it's false. It's you looking at the text. Yeah, you need to look at the text and see from the text if it's true or not. So everyone's need for sleep is different. Is it true according to the text? Like, as a person, I agree with this statement. Yeah, people are different. But does the text agree with it? Or maybe it doesn't say anything. Well, let's have a look. Where can we find this information? It's the same paragraphs, yeah, for all of the questions on that page. We use the same 5 paragraphs. So we've already read them. We already have an idea what they are about. So now we need to just look through them again and choose if the statements are true or false. So one more time, our statement is the first statement is everyone's need for sleep is different. So where can we find this information, first of all? So I would suggest that probably paragraph 1 or paragraph 5. Yeah, we don't really... So paragraph 2 was about stages of sleep. Probably not there. Paragraph 3 about health, and paragraph 4 about learning. So either 1 or 5. So let's have a look at paragraph 1. Do we have any information here on this topic? In fact, if you look closely, you can find this information here. We don't all need the same amount of sleep. So does this sound the same to you? Yes, everyone's need for sleep is different. It means that we don't all need the same amount of sleep. And please be careful, they are not going to write these exact sentences. Yeah, if you look at the text and you look for these sentences in the text, you will not find any one of them. Yeah, it's always in different words. They always use different words, but the idea needs to be the same. So if everyone's need for sleep is different, it means we don't all need to sleep the same amount of time. We don't all need the same amount of sleep. So this is the same idea, just we said it in different words here. So yes, you can even put the letter here to help you. Yeah, so I found some information about A, and it's the same idea. So A is true. Yeah, so I can put A here. A. Yeah. Now let's look at B. We are usually in a deep sleep for about 7 hours. So deep sleep. First of all, we need to decide where we can find information about this. In which of the paragraphs? Well, the paragraph that talks about stages of sleep, it's paragraph number 2. Yeah, deep sleep is one of the stages of sleep. Now let's see what information they give us about deep sleep. It is in this sentence. Yeah, in stages 3 and 4, we are in a deep sleep, and our heart rate and breathing slows down. So here we are. Now, what was our sentence? We are usually in a deep sleep for about 7 hours. Well, does this look right to you? 7 hours. 7 hours is, in fact, we know that it's how much the average person sleeps. Yeah, from paragraph 1, the average person sleeps about 7 hours a night. Now, does this person spend all 7 hours in a deep sleep stage? Well, the answer is no, because deep sleep is just one of the stages, one of the 5 stages of sleep. So we can't spend all 7 hours of our sleep at night in the same stage, because actually each cycle lasts 90 minutes and then repeats. Yeah, we repeat this cycle 5 times a night. So it's not always deep sleep, it's different stages of sleep. So it means that, this is about B. Yeah, and we can say that this is also about B. Yes, 7 hours a night. Altogether we sleep 7 hours a night. All stages of sleep are 7 hours together. So in fact we can see that B is not true. B is not true. We are not given this information. In fact, we see that 7 hours is the time we sleep altogether, all of the stages of sleep. At night we sleep around 7 hours. Well, maybe someone a bit more or a bit less, but in general, yeah, around 7 hours. Definitely not all 7 hours in deep sleep. That's not true. So we do not write B. So if we cross B out, it means we do not put it into our answers here. Yeah, because here we only put the true answers. They're the true statements. So statement C. We dream during stage 5 of the sleep cycle. Again, stages of sleep. Let's see. Stage 5. What do we know about stage 5? In stage 5, our brain becomes active and our eyes move around quickly. This stage of sleep is called REM, which stands for rapid eye movement. It is during REM sleep that we do all our dreaming. So actually, yes, this is the information about C. Actually, it is true. Now be careful. Sometimes when you just see in stage 5, our brain becomes active and our eyes move around quickly, and here you have full stop. And it's easy to just stop reading. Now this is not a good strategy. You need to read until they stop talking about stage 5. So actually these 3 sentences, all of this information, it's all about stage 5. Yeah, let me maybe highlight it for you in a different color so that you can see better what I mean. Let's choose maybe a different color. Yeah, all of this in stage 5, our brains become active, our eyes move around quickly. Yeah, this stage of sleep is called REM. Yeah, which stage? Well, stage 5, we are still talking about stage 5. Yeah, which stands for rapid eye movement. And then they say it is during REM sleep that we do all our dreaming. During REM sleep. Well, what is REM sleep? REM sleep is stage 5. It's all the same stage. We are still talking about stage 5. Yeah, so it is during REM sleep or it is during stage 5 that we do all our dreaming. So in other words, it is true. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, our statement. Let's read it one more time. We dream during stage 5 of the sleep cycle. Yes, we do. So we put it here. Yeah, so we like A and we like option C. Yeah, statement D. You sleep more when you have a cold. Well, where, again, first of all, let's think, where can we get this information from? From which paragraph? Let's look at our paragraphs one more time. D. So, I would say it's paragraph 3 when we talk about health. Yeah, about resisting illnesses and diet. So what information do we have here? Without enough sleep, our body cannot fight off colds. So we are given information that it's difficult for our body to fight the cold when we don't sleep enough, when we don't sleep very well. But does it say that we sleep more when we have a cold? Actually, no. Right? It says when you sleep badly, when you don't sleep enough, then it's bad for you. But it doesn't say that you need to sleep more. Now, you may think, well, I usually sleep more when I have a cold. But it's not about your opinion. It's about the information in the text. Is it true or is it not true according to the text? In the text, we don't see that this is true. The text doesn't say this. The text does not have this information. So we cross D out. D is not true. So we don't need to put it in questions 6 through 10. Yeah. Now E. People who sleep badly often have poor diets. Again, in what paragraph would we find this information? Well, actually, it's the same paragraph. Yeah, the first part of paragraph 3 is about illnesses, and the second part is about diets. Yeah, your sleep pattern can also affect your diet. But we see, oh, sorry, I didn't put the letter here. So this was information about D. Now, affecting your diet, this is already E. We are talking about statement E. And when you do this exam, I encourage you to do exactly what I am doing now. Just highlight words, underline words, yeah, put letters next to the words. When you have your actual paper, if you want to take this exam, you can write in this paper, you can write whatever you need to write. So it's perfectly fine to do this. And it's actually good for you because it helps you understand the text better and get correct answers. So one more time, let's read the statement. People who sleep badly often have poor diets. Is this true? So how can it affect your diet? So poor sleep increased a hormone in the body that makes us hungry. So that means that people who sleep badly often eat more high-calorie foods and gain more weight. So in fact, we do see that sleeping badly and having a bad diet, high-calorie food, and gaining weight, it's an example of a bad diet, right? It's not good for our body to eat a lot of high-calorie foods and to gain a lot of weight. And it's connected to our sleep. So, in fact, the text agrees with this statement, yeah? People who sleep badly often have poor diets. Again, it doesn't say always, it doesn't say that it's a rule, but there is some connection, yeah? Scientists have found a connection. So, in fact, yes, E looks like this is true, according to the text. Again, not our opinion, but according to the text. Oops. E. Okay. F. It is important to sleep well after you learn something. Important to sleep well after you learn something. So, learning. Learning was in paragraph 4. Yeah. So where can we find information about this? Important to, or not important, to sleep well after you learn something. So let's see. Sleep is important for our memory. When we are asleep, our brain deals with information we have learned. So it looks like it is also true, yeah? Our brain deals with information we have learned when we are asleep. So it means we need to sleep after learning something. And then we also have another bit of information. Children who get a good night's sleep do better in school. Yeah, so this supports the same idea. So it looks like yes. F is also correct. Yeah, so we need to sleep well after learning something. So we like this one. Our body clock generally follows changes in light. This is statement G. Is this true? Again, where do we find this information? This is paragraph 5 about our body clock. Yeah. So, follows changes in light. Does it or does it not follow changes in light? Where can we find this information? Well, here we have a sentence, generally. Our body clock tells us to sleep when it is dark and wake when it is light. So what does this mean? It means that the body clock follows the light and dark pattern. Yeah. So this is information about G. So is it true or not that our body clock generally follows changes in light? Yes, it is true. And in fact, you may know that it is true, just from your general knowledge. But always check, is it true according to the text? Or maybe the text doesn't say anything about it, and then you can't say that it's true. You don't put it in your answers. Yeah, so it's important to remember that the statements that we don't choose in this task, it doesn't mean that they are false. Yeah, they're just not true according to the text. So maybe the text just doesn't talk about them, for example. Yeah, so maybe they are generally true or something like that. Maybe you know that they're generally true, but according to the text, you can't find this information. So it looks like we've already got 5 true statements, but we still need to make sure that H is not true. Because if it looks like it is true, then it means we've done something wrong. Yeah, so let's look at H. We need to check. Teenagers don't get tired very easily. So where are we going to look? Again, it's paragraph 5. You can see that the questions more or less follow the paragraphs from 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, so teenagers. What information have we got about teenagers here? Some scientists believe that teenagers are not lazy, but biologically programmed to go to bed later and wake up later. So this is information about statement H. Yeah, so here I just put the letters of the statements. It doesn't mean that they're true or false. I just mark for myself where I found information about this or that statement. And for example, if you get to H and you've got, for example, you decide that you have 6 correct statements or maybe 4 correct statements, it means that there is a mistake somewhere. So you can, when you mark things like this, you can easily look at the text again and see why you decided that some statement is true or not true. So teenagers don't get tired very easily. Do we have information like this in this part of the text? In fact, no, I don't see this. Scientists believe that teenagers are not lazy, but biologically programmed to go to bed later and wake up later. So they go to bed later, go to bed later, but they also wake up later. So it doesn't mean that they sleep less, that they don't get tired easily, right? It just means they have a bit of a different sleep pattern, a different rhythm of life. But it doesn't mean that they don't get tired very easily. In fact, I would say that teenagers get tired sometimes pretty quickly. But we can't just judge by ourselves and say, oh, well, it's not true, because I know it's not. We always need to check, does the text agree with it? And we can see in the text there is no information about H being true. So H is not true. So one more time, let's check that we have done this task correctly. So we need 5 statements that are true. So how many true statements have we got? Let's count them maybe in a different color again for you to see better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we found 5 correct statements, and then we just, the ones that we like, we just put them here. In the our answers. A, C, E, F, G. And the ones that are false, there are 3 of them. 1. There are always 3 ones that are not true, false, or not mentioned in the text. This is B, D, and H for us. We just ignore them. We don't put them anywhere. All right. And notice that these letters can go in any order. So for example, I could say, instead of A, I could first put C and then A, and then, I don't know, and then G, and then E, and then F. It doesn't matter. This is also correct. This is also correct. For this test, there are different types of exams with different requirements. For this exam, this is fine. You can do it like this, or you can do it like this. And finally, we've just got a few minutes left, so we have just enough time to look at questions 11 through 15. Again, let's start with reading the task. What do they want from us in this task? Maybe I'll keep this pink color. Complete sentences 11 through 15 with an exact number, word or phrase. Maximum 3 words from the text. So we don't need to just think of some word or phrase. Yeah, this is not some free text completion. This is not just during a lifetime the average person will be asleep for, and you can just say whatever you want. No, it doesn't work like this. It has to be from the text. Yeah, and you find some word, phrase or number from the text that fits this sentence. So how many words can you have in this gap? Maximum 3 words. So what does it mean? It means it can be 1 word or 2 words or 3 words. Yeah, maximum 3 words. And these sentences are not taken from the text. It's too easy to just find a sentence and write down the missing words. No, these sentences are not directly from the text. Again, they have the same information as some parts of the text, but we use different words here. So let's look at the first one. During a lifetime, the average person will be asleep for. What are the key words here? So we are interested in the average person and what they do during a lifetime. Yeah, not for example every day. Yeah, but during a lifetime, during our whole life, how much do we sleep? So we'll be asleep for. What kind of word do you expect here? Well, for some number of something, right? Some number of hours, days, weeks, years. Well, if it's during a lifetime, then probably years. Yeah, but we are interested in some kind of time. Yeah, we're interested in some kind of time here. So now let's look at the text and see which phrase we can use from the text. So I would say it's from paragraph 1. Yeah, in paragraph 1 we talk about how much we sleep. Sleep is essential for human life. We can actually live longer without food than without sleep. Most people spend about 1/3 of their life sleeping. So we have this information here, 1/3 of their life. Okay. But is there a better phrase I could use? That means during our life we will spend 25 years asleep. Well, I like this one better. 25 years. It gives us some precise number, some precise time. Yeah, not just 1/3 of our life, but how much, how long? 25 years. So actually I like this one, 25 years. Now let's check the rest of it. While the average person sleeps about 7 hours a night. So here you see average person. And we have average person in the question, yeah? In the question we have the average person will be asleep for. So it's easy to just say, okay, average person in the sentence, so 7 hours. But 7 hours a night, 7 hours every night. This is not what we want here. Yeah. Here the question says during a lifetime. Yeah, during their whole life, the average person will be asleep for. And of course, this is not 7 hours. Yeah, this was 25 years. So here it says for, one more time, we will spend about 25 years. Yeah, we will spend about 25 years asleep. So here we want to put this phrase. Yeah, so you can say about 25 years. Now we took this from the text. Yeah, we didn't just imagine this, we didn't just think of it. We took it from the text. So you could just not use the word about. It's up to you. You can just say 25 years. That is also correct. Now, could you write this 25 as a number like this? And the answer is yes, you can, because the task says it can be a number. So you can also use numbers. You can just write 25. Yeah, so we have a few different options of how you can write the correct answer to this question. Yeah, it can be 25 as a word or as a number. And let's check. So we can have maximum 3 words. Is that so? So about, that's one word. 25, notice that it's with a hyphen here. So it is one word, so it's word number 2, and then years is our word number 3. So we used 3 words, so this is correct. We can't use more than 3 words. Yeah. So number 12, your and heart rate gets slower in deep sleep. So what part of speech do we need here? Your something and heart rate. Well, your something and heart rate is a noun. Yeah, and your something, of course, it's going to be a noun. Yeah, and it's important to think of what kind of word or phrase you expect. So it's going to be a noun or a noun phrase or something like a noun. Yeah, it could be a gerund, because gerunds are close to nouns, but it should be something. Yeah, it can't be a verb. For example, you're to swim. Yeah, doesn't work. It can't be an adjective. It has to be a noun or a word that's like a noun. Okay. Now, in deep sleep. So we are interested in deep sleep. And the heart rate in deep sleep gets slower. Maybe you remember this from the text. Yeah, the heart rate gets slower, but not only the heart rate, your something else and the heart rate gets slower. Yeah, so 2 things get slower during deep sleep. Your heart rate and what else? So let's look and find this information. So that was paragraph 2, yeah, when we were talking about deep sleep, stages of sleep. So in a deep sleep, when we are in a deep sleep, our heart rate and breathing slows down. So slows down, gets slower, it's the same. Yeah, it means the same. They are synonyms. They never use the same words. They always change the words a little bit. But our heart rate, we have this information here. Deep sleep, heart rate slows down. So heart rate and what? Heart rate and breathing. Heart rate and breathing. So breathing is the correct option here. The missing word here is breathing. So you're breathing, and heart rate gets slower in deep sleep. So we used 1 word. That's good. Yeah, we can't use more than 3, but 1 word is fine. Yeah. Maximum 3 words, but there is no minimum. So 1 word is fine. Now let's look at number 13. A poor something can cause you to eat more high-calorie foods. So what kind of words do we need here, or phrase? Yeah. Pour something. Well, can it be a verb? No, definitely not. Yeah, A shows us that it's, again, a noun or a noun phrase, or something similar to a noun, like breathing, you're breathing. Yeah, breathing, gerund, it's like a noun. Yeah, a word that's close to a noun. Okay, a poor something can cause you to eat more high-calorie foods. So it causes you to eat more high-calorie foods. What is it? What can it be? Well, where do we talk about high-calorie foods and about foods in general? That was only in paragraph 3, not in any other paragraph. Yeah, high-calorie foods. We see this phrase here. So what causes you to eat more high-calorie foods? Let's see. People who sleep badly often eat more high-calorie foods. So it's sleeping badly, right? But people who sleep badly, we can't really put this in this sentence, yeah? A poor sleep badly doesn't work, because to sleep, it's a verb. And we need to find a noun or something similar to a noun. Yeah, something like a noun. Sleep badly doesn't work. Yeah, it's a verb and an adverb. And we can't change them. We can't say sleeping badly. Like we did breathing in number 12. We did breathing because we found the word breathing in the text. Remember, here we had breathing. So we took it from the text. Here we don't have sleeping, we just have sleep. So it doesn't work. So we need to look at sentences around this one to maybe find a better phrase that we can use here. So there are no sentences after this sentence. It's the last sentence in this paragraph. But let's have a look at the sentences before it. So, researchers at the University of Chicago discovered that poor sleep increased the hormone in their body. Yeah, poor sleep, but it doesn't really work with a poor sleep, yeah? Maybe there's something better we can find. Let's keep looking. Your sleep pattern can also affect your diet. Now look at this one, your sleep pattern. That looks like a good phrase, your sleep pattern. Can you say a poor sleep pattern? Yes, you can, that works. Grammatically, it works. Yeah. Now, does it make sense? A poor sleep pattern. So it says it can affect your diet. So it means when your sleep pattern is poor, like it says here, you eat more high-calorie foods. So could we say a poor sleep pattern can cause you to eat more high-calorie foods? Yes. So in fact we can take this phrase and put it here, sleep pattern. A poor sleep pattern can cause you to eat more high-calorie foods. So it's not always easy. It can be in a different sentence. Yeah, it can be hidden. Be very careful and make sure that it works grammatically. Yeah, the grammar in this sentence needs to work. So always think, what kind of thing do we need? Here we need a noun phrase. Yeah, sleep pattern. Yeah, pattern is a noun and sleep pattern, it's a noun phrase. Number 14, our gets stronger when we are sleeping. So again, what part of speech will we need? Again, something like a noun, or again, maybe a noun phrase, maybe a gerund. And what else, what other grammatical information do we have here? Our something get stronger. Not gets, yeah, but get. It means that it's something, what, in the plural, yeah, in the plural. It's a plural noun. It's not just one thing, it's many of something. Plural noun. Get stronger when we are sleeping. So, what gets stronger when we are sleeping? Let's try and find it in the text. In fact, it's from the next paragraph. Very, very neat. We have one sentence per paragraph here. So, what can get stronger? Well, your performance gets better, yeah. We do better in school, not stronger. Stronger doesn't work here, right? Your performance gets better. But we are getting close. What can get stronger? Well, here in fact we have information about memory. Yeah, our brain deals with information we have learned, and sleep helps strengthen our memories. So in other words, our memories get stronger. Yeah, to strengthen. It's a verb and it means to get stronger. Yeah, to strengthen, to get stronger. So our memories, so it means we can take this word here, memories. Our memories get stronger. Now, does it work? Is it a noun? Yes. Is it plural? Yes, memories. Yeah, memories. So the things we remember. Memories. So it makes sense. Get, not gets. Notice that it's get. Memories get. If it was just, if it was in singular, yeah, in the singular form, memory. So you would say memory gets. Yeah, but memories get stronger. So that makes sense grammatically, and it makes sense as a sentence. And finally, number 15. Teenagers' body clocks are different, and so they need to go to bed and wake up than younger children. Well, what kind of word do you expect to see here? What part of speech will it be? Can it be a noun? Well, this time no. Yeah, wake up, go to bed. When? Yeah. So you will want some kind of an adjective or adverb. Yeah, you can do something in a certain way. It's not going to be a noun. And it might, then young children. So we compare here. So you probably want some kind of a comparison here. A word or a phrase that can compare teenagers, yeah, teenagers and young children. So let's have a look. So again, teenagers, that's paragraph 5, very neatly. The last sentence is about the last paragraph. So what do we know about teenagers? That our body clocks change, yeah, when we become teenagers, and that scientists believe teenagers are not lazy but biologically programmed to go to bed later and wake up later. Yeah, so later than what? Than who? Later than children. Later than before, later than when they were children, when they were younger, right? So this is our comparison. They go to bed later. So children go to bed early, and then suddenly they become teenagers and they start going to bed later and waking up later. So does this make sense? Yeah, we can put the word later here. Later. So we have a comparison, between teenagers and young children. Teenagers' body clocks are different, and so they need to go to bed and wake up later, not just late, but later than young children. So that makes sense grammatically, and it also makes sense from the point of view of the content. So this is it. One more time. Today we looked at Trinity College London exam, one of the many exams they have. The one we looked at today is called ISE I, which is a B1 level exam, reading and writing paper of this exam. And we looked at the first task, which is called long reading here, task 1, long reading, where we have a long text with 5 paragraphs. They're all about the same topic, about sleep this time, and we answered all of the questions about this text. 15 questions. It's always the same types of tasks. Questions 1 through 5, that's when you need to match the paragraphs with their titles, and you always have one you don't need. Questions 6 through 10, you need to choose 5 true statements. So 3 statements are always not true. Only 5 are true. And then questions 11 through 15, you need to complete sentences. The sentences are not taken from the text. They have the same ideas as in the text, but they are not directly taken from the text. They are formulated in different words. So you need to complete it with words from the text. You can't just put whatever words you want. You have to find some words you have in the text that work here, that make sense. And they need to make sense, remember, in 2 ways. The content needs to make sense. The meaning of the sentence needs to make sense. That's the first thing. And the second thing, the grammar. The grammar of the sentence also needs to make sense. Because if the grammar is wrong, then you chose the wrong word for the sentence. And maybe you need to look at the paragraph again and find another word or phrase. So they can be a number. It's fine to use numbers. For example, 25. You can write it just like this, like a number, or you can write it as a word. It doesn't matter. If you spell it correctly, if you know how to spell 25, or you just find it in the text, then that's fine. You can use a word or a phrase, maximum 3 words. So 1 word, 2 words, or 3 words. If you have a hyphen like this, it's 1 word. Or if you have a, say, a contraction, something like don't. Don't. This is also 1 word. But do not, that would be 2 words, That's 1 and 2. But this one is just 1 word. So 3 words maximum. So, and also pay attention, to what, think in advance what part of speech you will need in the gap, what kind of information you need to look for in the text. So that was it. We've worked through the first task together. If you have any questions left, please feel free to ask me in the comments. Even after the stream finishes, I will publish it, and you can watch it whenever. Yes, so if you're watching this as a recording and you've got some questions, please ask me the questions. I will read the questions and try to answer you in the comments. And next Tuesday, we are going to look at task 2, multi-text reading. So I'm not going to talk much about that right now, because we will look at it in detail next time. So I hope you enjoyed it. One more time, this was Kate Bowes, a tutor of English. If you need any help with preparing for exams, you want some personal attention, then I also do private classes online. You can contact me, and we can arrange lessons. Yeah, we can start lessons. I can help you prepare for this exam, or for any other English language exam that you might need to take from any level, from A1 to C2. Please, if you like this content and you would like to see more, please don't forget to subscribe and to like this stream, and feel free to join my social media, my Facebook, Instagram and Telegram as well. So see you next week. Bye bye.